in Jesus' name. And now to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'll practice with this.
All right.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, go ahead and consideration of last month's approval and minutes. Can I get
I move to approve last month's minutes.
can I get a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All righty, next on, new business, the ARC update. Can we get that for us, Kane?
All right, so since our last meeting last month, we've had a few things go through the board of aldermen. Just want to give you all an update. In terms of site plans, the Martin Group office building got approved. Hedeman Brothers addition got approved. Solar baseball field got approved. The Taco Bell got approved as well. We have a few items to bring before you guys today, and this includes finalizing the Taco Bell exteriors. They approved their site plan contingent on you guys working out the exteriors of the building. And so we hope to do that today. And then, as you know, we're going to have our architectural work session with the board on Thursday and hopefully get those locked in.
Questions? Okay. Next, we will move on consideration for Titan Lane RV storage.
Chris, you're going down to the plans. So Mr. Steve Folk is requesting approval for his planned RV storage facility on Titan Lane. This is going to be an open storage, canopy type facility, boats, large vehicles and RVs. He plans to wrap the entire facility with fencing and vinyl to kind of cover it up. He's also going to have heavy landscaping along the frontage and the north property line there. We're going ahead and go through, run it past you guys in the P&Z next week, because in order to do this, he's got to rezone. So this is kind of preemptive in case in the hopes that he gets rezoned, because in order to do open storage like this, it's got to be I-2. So right now it's currently C2, but right now we're looking at the landscaping. And there's really not a lot to look at in terms of the exterior, because it is a canopy situation. But if you come on down, you'll see, maybe back up, you'll see some of the renderings. And Steve's here if you got any specific questions for him. That's what he's looking at the entrance. We've talked a lot. Like I told him we really need some good tall trees that grow up and kind of disguise the area a little bit. And he is tucked away back there in the back of Titan Lane in the corner with the railroad behind him. Of course, across the railroad, it's all industrial. And then this area, although C2 is kind of a light industrial area, there's a bunch of storage. You got Puckett Rents and a construction company there as well. But like I said, the main thing we're looking at is kind of the landscaping and the canopy. And he's hoping to get y'all's approval on it.
So is this the one we spoke about a couple months back? Or is this a different one?
This is different. This other one was a flex storage style building.
The one that had I think Mike was talking about, it had the berm built in front of it or something?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, that was in the center section.
That's in the center section, yeah.
It's a different.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be next month, because they're going to get a conditional use. But like I said, in order for him to do this, we got to get it rezoned. So that's another hurdle we'll do. We'll start with next week. But we figured let's go ahead and get it through y'all so y'all can at least see what we're talking about here. And as of right now, he's got, like I said, landscaping all along the frontage and all along his border with Burton Banks. And then in the back, it's pretty treed and it backs up to his other property there too.
So I guess it's more of like a allowable site plan with the conditional use outside of us reviewing kind of.
Well, it'll be a first permitted use if he gets rezoned. So that's the hurdle. We got to get it rezoned first, and instead of so everything's contingent on that. But we want to go ahead and, like I said, bring it in front of you guys to at least give the nod for the landscaping, because there's not a lot, there's no exteriors to really look at. He
The
is going,
entire thing is gonna be canopy?
say again,
The entire thing is
Yes.
canopy?
Well, just where the.
What are the adjacent businesses?
so scroll back up or get to the, so Puckett, so you got detention in this area, and then on the far east side is that old flea market looking building that's nothing but storage and, small operating business. And you got a brand new construction company in Burton who just got their CO, so their whole backyard's gravel with equipment will be stored. And then north of them is the old Puckett Rents. Of course, they're moving, and it sounds, we don't know who's moving into that yet, but it's set up for a construction style yard. And then we've got a couple people looking at stuff in the interior, which is gonna be more storage-based business it's looking like. So the whole area is shaping up to be that. And then south of us is where we're located. His main business is there.
Right behind it.
And you've got several different types of businesses in there. It's a unique area. It's not, it's kind of what I would call a light industrial area, which we don't really have that zone, but, and then everything along the west side, you got Bear Creek, Steel Technology, which is all classified industrial. So in my opinion, it fits in the area. And as far as I know, in terms of a canopy open structure, we don't have one in the city. We do have some enclosed storage. But this will be one of the first kind in Gluckstadt.
That will definitely make it look better than it does now.
And he's put a good effort into the landscape. And like I said, it's gonna have those tall, I guess there's little evergreen trees that get really tall. And his vinyl, he's gonna put it all the way around, even in the back side too.
So I guess the only thing for us to really improve would be the fencing.
And landscaping.
Situation,
Correct.
Anybody else want to make a comment or speak on behalf of the?
No, I'll be glad to answer any other questions y'all may have. I'm Steve Fong. Good to see y'all again. Yeah. No, I mean, it's kind of tucked back there in the back, and we've looked at a couple other uses for it. Flex space, some other stuff being in a floodplain. It's not really great. We saw y'all, a couple months ago, 4 or 5 months ago on the flex space, and it just, the numbers weren't going to work out. So hopefully this will bring something.
Yeah, one good thing with the floodplain, as long as there's no walls, he does not have to bring it up above base flood. So that's one of the reasons for going this direction, to really utilize the land. So.
All right, any other questions?
Are we looking at limestone? Is that what was?
Gravel.
Yeah. The driveway, the entrance will be concrete paved there. Then it'll be on.
Gate system, automatic gate system, all that kind of stuff. Security lighting, security cameras.
And one thing is you'll notice there's no dumpsters. He's not gonna allow any trash on site. We talked about a dumpster and he was like, I don't want people bringing trash in here, so we're not going to.
Yeah, if they unload their RV or boat,
It's gotta go
we
out.
would empty that dumpster every other day, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I think for now, maybe address that later on. I think for now, we'll just exclude.
You're gonna have power and everything up there. Just
110, 220.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Thank y'all, appreciate it.
And you can also vote contingent on it gets rezoned, so.
Probably
Yes.
with the other facilities.
Are you gonna, not to, on the gravel piece, I know we had some conversation about gravel parking lot before, not that I'm opposed to that. Is that gonna be on you guys to make that decision?
I think so, because it's not an in and out kind of deal, it's
Right.
storage.
Yeah.
And Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but when it's gotta be paved, it's for people that are pulling up the business out and something that Chris would have to maintain, so,
Definitely like parking lots.
yeah.
That's just for clarity on my end, so.
All right, so I have a motion.
Motion.
Sounds good. Second.
All right, for the contingency of rezoning.
Well, yeah. If the rezoning.
Okay. All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Next on the agenda, architectural review, Oaks Memory Care.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all have driven up Calhoun Station, but Chad Phillips is building a beautiful place up there, and he actually just got his CO, I guess we can say it, on the main building there. He's requesting to build an addition for a memory care facility. And as you see, he's kind of following the same theme with the architecture. It's an 11,000 square foot building, I believe. And so his conditional use has already been done. His site plan's already been done, and they had it phased out at the time. So what we're going to be doing is getting y'all's nod for the architecture, the landscaping and exterior, and then next week we'll do a site plan amendment for the P&Z, amending the overall site plan, and then going to the board in front of that. So, and Chad's here if you'd like to say any direct questions or anything, but if you get a chance, you gotta go see his other building. It's first class.
I've passed by there many times and it's beautiful, so thank you for the extra care and design.
I think that first or second sheet, Chris, is the landscape plan. There it is.
So we're just adding the second building,
Correct.
identical.
It'll have its own architectural look, but it'll utilize a lot of the same color palettes from that building, so it'll all be very congruent for that area. Has a central courtyard that you see there, and we're pretty much enclosed on all four sides. So you are looking into a courtyard there.
And all of this parking and everything's accounted for in the original build for this addition as well. And you'll see next week the P&Z there is some changes to the detention pond to fit this in there, but we'll discuss that next week. And,
Will this have any type of fencing or anything around the memory care area?
So the enclosed courtyard, per the state health department of Mississippi, they have to have a fully enclosed and you cannot see into their courtyard for them to be safe. The only part that has an exterior, at the end of the halls, it's actually easier if I just point out here. At the end of the hall here, there'll be a mag lock door here and here, and then there is a gate, an iron gate for this little way out. That will also be the mag lock. So in case of a fire, those doors will automatically unlock so people can escape, but it'll be fully enclosed. So there will be no fencing because the building itself acts as a fence, because it's kind of like an in-long donut, so to speak.
One step out right there in the picture.
Sorry. I was trying to find that back section that you were showing.
Yeah, right there. So that's actually a little corridor into the courtyard area. But this is a fire exit door, and this one is also a fire exit door at the end of each hall. And then there'll be a metal gate, like a 6 foot tall metal gate that you can't see through as well.
Any other questions? Architectural landscaping. Okay. Motion,
I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
okay, can I get a second?
Yeah, I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
right. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. I'm gonna join Taco Bell, guys.
All right, old business.
Old business. If you don't mind me reaching over and need to call them. Last time we joined teams, nobody on the stream could hear them. So we're gonna physically call them this time. We'll have the teams up there, so we're gonna-
And I would just kind of leave